Let's talk a little bit about hamburgers. I'm always joking about my somewhat infamous heart attack burger. The burger that contains 4 burger patties, 8 slices of cheese, multiple slices of pork strips or bacon or whatever you happen to have around. But let me just give you an idea of how you would make the burgers. Now here, someone asked me a question about this burger mold. Now what this is comes down to just a little piece of plastic. Some of them are metal, and they have these little notches. You have one for storage, 1/4 pound, 1/2 pound, 1/3 pound. Now I don't know why anybody would want anything less than a 1/2 pound burger. Anything less than that is just a joke. So what you do, you slip on this lid, and then you kind of put it in the notch. That gives you a gauge of how much meat you're going to put in. But just to make sure, if you're going to be accurate, you'll need a scale. Now, how many ounces are in a pound? Everybody should know this, but some people don't. 1 pound is 16 ounces. So this scale can measure 2 pounds. This would be the total weight of the 4 patties of my heart attack burger. Well, let me get some meat. We have some meat right here. Now, how much meat do we have in here? There it is. It's about 2.6 pounds. So that should be enough to make a heart attack burger and have some left over. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is unpackage the meat. Boy, that still is good. Just got it yesterday, so there we go. Now you'll notice that as a carnivore, we don't have a lot of packaging. For example, the total amount of packaging I'm going to throw away is going to be this plastic that covered the meat, so we'll put that in the trash can. And then we have this plastic tray, which I guess technically you could recycle. Although I don't know if they recycle foam. So go ahead and rinse that off. And I guess I'll put this in the recycle bin. So really, you think about it, there's just not a whole lot of waste. But anyway, let's make those burger patties. So what we're going to do, we're going to take some of this meat and we're going to put it on the scale. Now you can see that's more than 1/2 pound. So we'll have to take a little bit off of there. And maybe a little bit more. That's close enough. So that's about 1/2 pound. No problem. Then we're going to take the burger mold and we will take the meat that we have measured out and we'll put it down here into the burger mold, and then we'll turn it over and press it down. Okay. Now, because I've already measured it, I'll just go ahead and squeeze it with the burger mold. And there you go. The burger patty is now formed. Let me go ahead and get a plate to put this on. Here's one. Okay, so that will be 1 patty for the heart attack burger. Now we'll make another one. No problem. Yeah, it needs a little bit more meat. That might be a little too much. No, that's good enough. Now again, it's a good idea to kind of make a ball out of it. Alright? And you don't have to worry too much about the setting. You can just pop this in here and then just squeeze it. Give it plenty of pressure. And there you go. Patty number 2, ready. Let's make the 3rd one. A little too much. Still a little too much. And still a little too much. Yeah, that'll be alright. This is not an exact science by any means. I wouldn't worry if you went a little bit over. That's patty number 3. And we'll make patty number 4, and then we'll have some leftover. All right, so. A little bit more. That's a little too much. Yeah, it's perfect. All right. Gotta line this up. Press down on it. Now if you press too much, it may bulge out at the bottom like this one did, but it won't matter. These will cook up. Now sometimes when you're cooking, you might want to make the center a little bit thinner by pressing it with your fingers, and that'll give you a wider burger when it cooks. But a lot of times I just cook them up thick like this, and if they get too big, they get too big. So let's see how much meat we have left. That's a little bit too much for one patty, but what I'll go ahead, I'll just make a patty out of it anyway because we don't want to waste any meat. All right. You won't notice the difference anyway. And there we go. Okay. Not as perfectly formed, but we can always reform it if we want to. Just put it in here. Try to line it up with those little marks. In this case, flip it over, it doesn't matter. So you could do it upside down or right side up. So here's more of a super patty. So now what we have enough meat to make one heart attack burger. This is, well, including the plate, obviously it's going to weigh a lot more than this scale can hold, but there are 4 patties. We can go ahead and check them out. Okay, that one's a little more. We have that one, and that one, and that one. Yep, that's about 2 pounds. So that's how much meat it will take to make a heart attack burger. How are we going to cook the heart attack burger? Well, that's very simple. All we need to do, take out this griddle pan. We'll turn on the heat. Let it get nice and hot. And then we'll throw those burgers on there and let them sizzle.